Today I want to give you some strategies for when you're invited to eat out by a friend. And I'm talking about at her place. So you've been invited to dinner and you're very nervous about the prospect of the discussion with her about the low Fodmap diet. And of course you don't want to go off it because that would be just shooting yourself in the foot. So you can't overwhelm her with information about the low Fodmap diet. That's just not fair, and it'll ruin her preparation of the special dinner. But what you can tell her are the main things that are triggers for you. In my case, it's onions and garlic, and for most people. Whereas I don't have a problem with lactose and I can get away with some wheat. So I always say no onions or garlic, they'll make me sick. And the rest of it, I leave a little bit to fate, but I insist on taking my own dessert and my own bread. So that really covers the whole wheat issue. And the desserts can be fraught with danger because so often they're full of fruit and cream. So they've got the whole lactose, fructose thing going on, as well as the wheat in part of the dessert. So if you've got an issue with all of those three, it's going to be dynamite trying to eat a dessert in someone else's house. So insist, don't ask, insist that you take the dessert. And you make a low Fodmap dessert, of course. There's heaps of them on my blog. So check those out. It doesn't have to be anything too complicated, but just something that you can eat a small portion of. Obviously, we can never eat too much of the desserts because of the sugar content. And yes, if you have a problem with the wheat, also take your own bread, which is, of course, then wheat-free. I don't have to do that, but some of you will. So the only thing I tell to the host or hostess is that I need to be garlic and onion free. If you find, for example, on your plate that there's some asparagus, which we can't eat if we have a fructose issue, then you just make a bit of a joke about and say, oh, can't eat these, they don't agree with me, so where's the highest bid for who wants my asparagus? And just make a bit of fun of it so it's light and the hostess doesn't feel bad about giving you something you can't eat. And there's always a chance if they've cut out the onions and the garlic that you will be able to eat some of what's on your plate. Remember that we malabsorb the Fodmaps. We are not intolerant or allergic to them, so we can eat small amounts without any dramatic result from it. And as far as alcohol is concerned, just have your 1 glass of dry white wine, or you could ask the hostess to put lots of ice in the glass and then you could have 2. That would add up to the 1. We know alcohol's a gut irritant, but the 1 glass isn't going to be too bad. And if you have an issue with fructose, maybe like me, you have to stick to about 3/4 of a glass because of the grapes in the wine. And after that, you go on to water. And if you say you're driving, nobody's going to question you going off the alcohol at that point. Right, so there's a whole heap of different strategies for eating out. You have to stand your ground a little bit about taking some food with you and about the onions and the garlic. But apart from that, once you put those strategies in place, you can relax and enjoy the evening or the outing. Thank you for watching and goodbye.